Hello there, welcome on our channel. This is your host Dawid. I am a Polish immigrant who arrived in this country in 2012, having £300 in my pocket, and I noticed that properties are giving great opportunities to be independent, financially independent. Not everyone of you know, but English property market is one of the best in the world because there is huge lack of properties, there is a huge return. Other countries, they don't have tools like we have on this island. And this is one of the examples on my right side where you can see probably it was an old church which was converted to flats. In other countries you don't see so many things like that, but on this island we have a lot of things like conversions, commercial to residential, for example. On today's episode, I will show you one of the properties which is bought by our students who started their journey 3 years ago. And this property is quite massive.
Hi, David.
Hello.
Hi. Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you too, guys.
Come in, mate.
Okay, I was just waiting for an invitation. Beautiful house, but before we start, our students Sebastian and Isabel, thank you for inviting us, and please share with us something about your story, like how you start on this island and what you're doing currently.
We arrived in the UK about 18 years ago. As usual, we started as a labourers working in various different jobs. I ended up working on a building site and learning the trade, and making long story short, I ended up leaving the company, becoming a manager, starting my own business, initially from doing the commercial prospects. We started another business doing kitchens on a larger scale, and then we attended one of your courses, property courses, and we ended up our sort of saga.
You end up saga with the business?
With the business. So we run two businesses equally at the same time, bought few properties, turn them into HMO, and we just carry on and repeat the process.
Okay, and what you can tell us about this property, where we are?
We're currently in Dewsbury in West Yorkshire. We bought this house through I Am Sold.
Okay.
Outside actually the auction, when auction ended, it failed. We've had a sort of pre-arranged it with him, saying, listen, if it's not going to go through, ring us back. We want to buy this property. And after long negotiations with their family, all emotions involved in it, we ended up buying this property, which we're going to turn into hopefully 14-bed HMO.
And what was the purchase price?
£275,000 and £10,000 the fee, which we negotiated from £12,000, and also we negotiated clearing out the property. As you buy from the auction, that's not necessarily the case. They leave it as it is, but we negotiated that in price as well, because otherwise they had to drop £5,000.
Okay, and is that property been abandoned or someone was living here before?
They were pensioners, I believe.
And the goal is also to do full renovation of it, yeah?
Yeah, we're planning to obviously strip it back to the brick and do the full renovation.
So many times when I'm asked what you will do when times will go worse, and my answer is that quality will always defend you. If you will have quality properties, you're not going to be afraid of bad times, because there is huge lack of good quality properties in the UK. I read once an article that 20 or 25% of houses are in terrible condition that people are not even supposed to live there. And our goal on this channel is also to show you guys it's worth doing really good standard quality of properties, because there is a huge demand of that, and you will have also grateful tenants. I have over 50 houses. I don't have huge issues with the tenant or with damages, and through all those years I never ever been in court with any of my tenants, and I think we can add value for the society as well and have some benefits from it as well. Can you show us around and explain what you're gonna do with that?
The house is very simple to split because we've got a staircase in the middle. It's a very large property. It's got bedrooms more or less the same size either side of the staircase. So this is actually the smallest bedroom lobby here, which the lobby is going to be converted into a kitchenette with the separate entrance to the ensuite. And this sort of process is going to be repetitively done throughout the property. This is a larger bedroom where we're going to put an ensuite and a kitchenette, and try to repeat this process throughout all the through the floors.
Okay, there will be also sinks for the kitchen?
There will be sinks and no cooking sort of facilities, but they will be provided with air fryers.
Because that will be still as a HMO, I understand, yeah?
Classify as a HMO, but if you could put cooking facilities, you will jump onto individual tax bands.
Okay. And on the ground floor, we have also living room. They will be definitely the same.
Again, the same process.
The rooms have really decent size. Like, what is the average size of them?
Which is about, I would say on average is about 18 square meters.
Yeah, some of them are larger, some of them
Smaller, but on average probably 18 square meters.
And the kitchen, is it gonna stay here?
Yes, it's currently kitchen and it's going to stay as a kitchen. We're going to provide them with, depending on the HMO requirements, we're going to provide them with 2 kitchens. The property is spread over 4 floors, so we have to provide 2 kitchens.
Okay, there's also a huge basement. Do you want to convert that as well?
Yes.
So this is going to be probably utility room?
That's going to be utility room, the laundry sort of facility.
Where will be the kitchen?
Kitchen's going to be here.
So it's going to be smaller kitchen?
Smaller kitchen, but it's going to be only feasible for these 3 properties, for these 3 bedrooms. Bear in mind that each of the bedrooms will have some kind of kitchen facilities.
Yeah.
So it's minimal what they're going to use in the main kitchen.
Yeah. Massive demand for quality properties. So you spend much more, but then you will have more grateful tenants who will look after the property, pay on time, and the benefit of that is also, you know, that peace of mind.
It is, yes. The price is not relevant. It's the quality you give him, like you mentioned, and the size of the room.
Yeah, and we have other room. Yeah. Because we are in the basement, you know, you can tell there might be problem with the mold, and you need daily light as well.
Yes, we have each of the bedroom has already got a daily light.
Okay. These doors,
This door is leading into the garden, and on the ground floor there's another entrance to the property.
Okay, so there are free entrance to the back garden. And there is another room. I believe the window will be somewhere over here.
Yeah, it's currently boarded up, as I mentioned, stop people from breaking in.
Oh, the old piano. I just noticed that now.
Yeah, we're going to keep it as a feature. It's a part of the building, so we're going to keep it in the hallway.
Okay, so someone after party will.
That's what I'm thinking. Maybe we'll just block the keyboard itself if some unnecessary person's going to play on.
And wake up all the rest. And this is the last room?
Yeah, this is the last bedroom. And again, it's got a daily, it's got a window in it.
Okay, let's move for another floor. Now we are on the first floor.
First floor. This is another master bedroom. Very decent size. High ceilings, which we're probably going to lower down and insulate all the walls to achieve the CEPC.
And cut the bills, because if that's going to be an HMO, you pay the bills.
Yeah, the bills all included, so hence the reason we're trying to insulate it as much as possible.
Not everyone do that. If you pay the bill and add that extra cost to the rent, then there will be no complaint about that. But obviously, we need to also control that, so someone will not play with the heating. Sometimes when we have someone who is smoking cigarettes, most of them are saying they will smoke outside, but some of them smoke inside, and then because they live in the window open in the room, it's too cold for them and they start playing with the heating and they overheat entire house. So when you manage your own HMO property, you need to look after that so anyone will not overuse your heating in the property, because at the end of the day you will pay the bill. So we can see the next room.
This is a slightly smaller bedroom. It's going to be taken out, and we're going to break into the into the bathroom to create an ensuite.
Okay, right. So one part will be for the room on the left side, and another one for the room on the right side. So this is the room on the left side.
That's a decent size as well.
Yeah.
It's probably, I don't know, 14, 15, 16 square meters.
And everywhere is like really high.
It's very high, 3.8
meters.
3.8 meter, yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, this is another bedroom. They left some gifts for you. A lot of magazines, yeah.
Playroom.
Yeah. Playroom. You know, every yeah. And now we're going on the last.
We're going to the top floor. So that's another bedroom.
Okay.
And again, this previously, by the look of it, it was some kind of art room with gym facilities.
Yeah, for gymnastics.
Gymnastics, yeah.
Yeah, very fancy bathroom.
It's going to be split into 2.
Okay. Do you like the materials they use for the bathroom?
It's probably about 30, 45-year-old, isn't it?
Okay. And
this is going to be most demanding room in terms of the structural work. So we've got a supporting beam in the middle, which obviously is obscuring a lot of the square meterage, which could be turned into the habitable space.
Right.
So really spoken to our HMO architect, and we're going to rejig the structure.
Because you need at least 1.5
0.5 meter
height.
to avoid height restrictions.
Exactly. So we can see now the last room on that floor.
The shop for the architect, as far as I remember, when I've seen this property first time, he used to make a small versions of each individual projects.
It looks like this guy was working really with passion, you know.
But yeah, there was some other ones before actually, by the look of it, family taking it away.
All right, so now let's move to the living room and we're gonna talk about numbers. Sebastian, one more question before we're gonna start talking about numbers. In which direction you going with your property business and your other business? What you choosing to focus on more, and tell us why?
We're going to go more towards the properties as we see the way forward for us. The business we've got with the kitchens and the bathroom installations is very demanding business. We appreciate our own health, and with the kitchens and bathrooms, they're all individual clients. Each one of them could be different, have different expectations, and after doing it for so many years, we're just tired. We're finding properties more joyful and easy to manage in terms of the refurbishment, especially when we've got the knowledge how to do it. If we're doing properties, everything is down to myself. If whatever I buy the property, whatever I have to find it, whatever I have to refurbish it, the problems are always between myself and maybe my trades and the property, but not the client and the third party, which is a company above us, to always be on our necks and tell us what to do.
So even you have a nice profit from your businesses, you still want to slowly close them down to focus more?
Yeah, that's correct.
Just bear in mind, guys, we're going to talk about cost of renovation, that Sebastian is using his own crew. For any other investor to do same property in similar spec will be probably not achievable. For how much you think you're going to spend here to convert that?
So if we take in the scenario of between 12 and 14 bed HMO license, we're looking around circa £250,000 to do it all up. Depending if they're not going to give us the license for that, we're trying to turn it into 7 studio flats, then obviously their cost will be higher, but we will wait for the council response on that one.
Okay, I think if anyone else will do that using just contractors, not like you, your own crew, I think we can add an extra like 30%.
Yeah, in that price is obviously my own management, so probably let's say probably about 6 months to do up. So yeah, I would say 30% on top of the matter.
What are you thinking you can achieve when we talk about rent?
With this particular property, we easily can achieve 175 per week.
Don't forget, those rooms are huge. They will have their own kitchen annex.
They have own kitchen.
So basically, they don't pay the bills as well. Nearly like a studio flat.
It's nearly like a studio flat, yes.
Okay, so we have here 175 per room times 12 bedrooms times 52 weeks. It's giving us £109,200. What are you thinking is going to be GDV?
I always take him with a pinch of salt. I aim for £560,000.
Okay, with the today APR 5.5% interest only, that will give us a yearly £23,100 just for paying interest only. Not like we recommend you to do properties for cash or do it on the leverage using mortgages. Up to you guys, it's not a financial advice. So there is different kind of strategies. One of them is to pay just interest only, where in average in the UK every 10 years the price of property is double, and you can see that through the history. If you Google it, after 30 years you can sell one and pay off like 6, 7, 8 or sometimes even 10.
Massive multiplier, innit?
Yeah. So there will be also cost of media, gas, electric, water, city council, insurance. We will check that after the property will be finished, after you're gonna know all those numbers, because it's quite big property. When we talk about management, are you gonna manage them by yourself?
We hire external agency to look after our properties.
Okay, and because you know them, you have like quite good rate. What it is?
12%.
Okay, and 12% is giving us yearly cost £13,100. Tell us how much roughly you will spend now at the beginning.
So the purchase was 275, like you mentioned. We put down, and with all the other costs, we put down 110 grand.
Okay, plus the renovation, that is
250 grand.
So around you will spend 360.
360 grand.
Yes. So tell us, Sebastian, last question. What are your plans for the future?
The plan is one, we're going to just buy more properties. We're aiming to buy and renovate 3 large properties like this a year, and that's our goal for the time being. Future will show if obviously expand or not, but currently we aim to do only 3 large properties a year.
Yeah, but that's what you're doing now. Like every year you're adding
3 HMOs a year.
And this is now improved. We've seen those properties, and there are new properties coming as well, which you mentioned me privately. So definitely we will show them as well on this channel, just guys to inspire you. And definitely we want to show you everything from inside, and we want to talk about risks, and we want to show you what kind of mistakes we can do, so everyone who is watching this channel can avoid them. And if you're thinking to build the portfolio by yourself or do it by yourself, you can just watch the channel. I also provide services with over 400 investors where we searching for properties. That's my deal sourcing company. We renovate them, and also we do letting and even accountancy. You will find the link below. The business is really successful with the customers who are really happy that they don't need that hassle which we both have, and they still can build their own portfolio. If you like the channel, don't forget to leave the comment, give us a thumb up, and thank you very much for the invitation, and I wish you all the best. See you on next episode. Bye bye.